of police or fire to respond to an emergency. We don't often stop to think about the person who answers the call and how their vital role is. Our Rock County reporter, Janesville, introduces us to a dispatcher who helped save a Janesville man's life over the phone.
It's a hard career field, but there are those calls that will forever be a part of our lives.
After a decade of working as a Rock County dispatcher,
Bullet Dispatch, Amanda speaking.
Amanda Johnson has a lot of stories to share.
Some calls stick with you, some voices stick with you.
But most of the time, she doesn't get to see how the story ends.
And that's what's so hard as a dispatcher is we never get to close the book.
Going from one call to the next, it's a fast-paced job.
10-4.
Which is why the call she got on November 8th,
Rock County Communications,
has stuck with her.
That night I was training a trainee, and we were training on call take, and the 911 line rang, and so I answered it, and it was Jen, and saying, you know, my husband's not breathing. What's his phone number?
Jumping into action, Amanda told Jen Carhart to start CPR.
I was struggling. I was afraid. I was panicking. I put myself in shock. I am not CPR certified at all.
But with Amanda's calming voice on the other end of the line, together the two women tried to keep Brian Carhart alive until paramedics could get there.
She was my guardian angel that night to help me save my husband's life.
Let's face it, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for these two girls. I mean, I'd have been gone.
Brian is officially my first save after 10 years. I was blessed with being able to save him.
And instead of the story ending like it normally does when Amanda hung up the phone, this time she was able to meet the man she saved.
She's an angel. She's my hero.
Out of all the calls she answers,
this was definitely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Amanda will remember this one for its happy ending.
And to see that he's doing so amazingly well.
In Janesville, Jenna Middaugh, WISC News 3.
Wow, what a story. Brian is doing much better now than he was a few months ago. He says he's looking forward to going boating with his son this summer and making the most of every day. Now let's turn it over to Karin.